Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And as you can see, we've already started here. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way, and a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Turns back here, probably the best option. Vitinha gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk. He's picked his way through. That's very neat. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's nice. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Rooney absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cleared away. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Messi. Lahm plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Tries a shot! Toure with the clearance. Vitinha going face-to-face with his great rival. Short changes him with that pass. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Rummenigge. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rooney. And it's Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge, always looking for that half a chance. Nicely weighted ball. Rooney picks it up out wide. And that was nowhere near his best. Rummenigge is onto this. Vitinha. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Well, they can break here. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's another good win of the ball. Vitinha for Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nedved. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan have their second corner now. Abbiati claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge goes for a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gullit proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked out the run. And Messi! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Messi. Gullit. Oh. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gullit! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a throw-in. Now it's Pedri. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. And it's Nedved. Vieira calmly anticipates. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, he's seen through all of that. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. And he whips it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Toure gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it into space. Vitinha. That has been slung wide. Looking for options for movement. Nedved. Lahm. Quality ball. Lahm. Nedved. Real chance! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Tries to play it through.
Might want to be careful there.
And he was quick to react. Yaya Toure. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Lahm.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Pedri. Looking for the run. Pelé. And he has been fouled there. Messi with a real chance here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Oh, super ball! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no...
And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, good-looking ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Not the most accurate pass. And here's Bale. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Baggio. Now there's a fine ball. Shot at goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, What about that? And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate, and the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So, a breakthrough already. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's picked his way through. Bale. And it's Bellingham. Hullet tries a shot. That's a half-decent try.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bale plays it short. Now it's Bale in towards the back stick, and it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a really well-measured ball. No, he wasn't going to let him past. That's a lovely, neat pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Pelé, and it's Nedved. He has found the way through. Messi. Quality ball. Now it's Kaká. Bellingham. Maicon plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kaká. He's on it. Can he get away? Maicon, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, well played. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Bellingham pinches it off him. Looking for a runner. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Luis Suarez. Bale gets into some space. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Bale. Tchouaméni out towards the flank. Cristiano Ronaldo looking for options for movement. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bale. Bale's cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Tchouaméni is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Luis Suarez. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Seedorf. Now it's Pele. Lahm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. And here's Bale. This might spell danger. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's gone for a throw-in. Bale. Maldini. Now it's Kaka. He's shifting through the gear. He's having a shot! Messi, a player who needs no introduction. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Luis Suarez. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Hullet. And Hullet! Superb from Hullet! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's got away. Nedved. And now the breakaway. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And that is out of play. And that's definitely not his best. Lahm. Some good work on the right flank here. They get a throw-in. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Maicon. Kaka. Tchouaméni. It's Hullet. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Pele! Oh, that's fabulous. Now this could... Shot a goal! Oh, that wasn't far away. Short changes him with that pass. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Pele, unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Maicon is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Bale.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. So what can they make of this? Lahm. Yaya Toure. Looking to play him in. Chouameni. Bale. Pele wins the duel this time. Nedved. Ambitious ball here. And this is Hullet. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Hullet. Maicon in with the challenge. And he was quick to react. Bale at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's good running with the ball. And this is Hullet. Ferdinand does well to get it back.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Seedorf. Bellingham. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Takes a shot! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Cambio di giocatori.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And he's in on goal. Pings in across. And it's Messi. This looks promising. Played out wide. Now that's well seen too. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan can look back at this result with regret.